We begin our Sunrise Smart Start with this tense scene downtown in Rochester. First responders are just about to start picking up their search for a young boy who fell into the Jese River on Sunday. Brennan is live out there at the scene as the search is just about to get going again. Brennan, what can you tell us?
Michaela, yeah, members of the dive team for local law enforcement, they'll be out here in the river today continuing the search for that little boy who just a little more than 12 hours ago was out here on the Andrew Street Bridge with his mother. She was pushing another child in a stroller, and what police say is the 5-year-old got ahead of them, climbed up the railing, and before that mother knew it, the boy fell into the Jese River, and there's been no sign of him since. This all happened just before 5 o'clock yesterday when RPD got the first calls and rushed out to the river, quickly calling in Irondequoit police as well as state police to help with a helicopter, drones they've been looking through, looking for any sign of heat signal in the water, as well as members of the RPD unit out on boats further up the river near High Falls. Captain Greg Bello, who spoke with the media last night here on this bridge, said the whole situation is simply heartbreaking.
If you look down there, there's some pretty high fencing because of the construction site. The child was out in the water. There's no way that the mother could have safely rescued that child. There's absolutely no way. We ask everybody that's around out here, say your prayers for this family, because this is an incredibly traumatic situation for anybody to go through. And, hug your kids at night, and this seems like an incredibly sad accident at the end of the day.
It's just awful when you think about just being 5 years old, falling into the river. The current is so fast moving through here, and the water is still very, very cold. There are cameras on each of these bridges where RPD could have used it to try to pinpoint to follow him on down the stream, and also hear that mother who witnessed her son go over the side railing. You can't help but think of her and all of their relatives this morning. We're live downtown in Rochester where that search will begin momentarily. I'm Brennan Summers for News 8.
Thank you for keeping us updated on this tragic situation, Brennan. RPD does intend to update us when the search resumes, so please stay tuned with us on air and, of course, always online at rochesterfirst.com. We'll keep you updated. At least 8 people were hurt in what the FBI now calls a targeted attack at a walk in Colorado where attendees were trying to support Israeli hostages in Gaza. The attack happened early Sunday afternoon where witnesses say they saw the suspect, 45-year-old Mohammed Salman, using a makeshift flamethrower and Molotov cocktails to burn victims. Police say that the injuries range from minor to serious, and the FBI is now investigating this as an act of terrorism.
It is clear that this is a targeted act of violence, and the FBI is investigating this as an act of terrorism. Sadly, attacks like this are becoming too common across the country. This is an example of how perpetrators of violence continue to threaten communities across our nation.
The incident comes amid heightened tensions in the United States over Israel's war in Gaza. The suspect, Salman, was also hospitalized shortly after the attack. Rochester police responded to the Tropics event venue on Lake Avenue over the weekend for reports of a burglary in progress. Sunday, very early mornings, police established a perimeter around this location, brought in a K-9 unit to start searching for those suspects, and that is when the investigators say they saw the 2 suspects jump from a second-story window out onto the roof of a nearby business. Officers caught all this on the scene and watched it unfold, immediately taking both into custody. They're now identified as a 26-year-old man from Rochester and another man who cannot yet be identified. The 2 men will be charged with 3rd-degree burglary and criminal mischief in the 2nd degree. Happening today, a court appearance for the convicted felon who turned himself in following a deadly shooting in the city. 53-year-old Michael Bowie previously pled not guilty to killing 35-year-old Jamel Allen back in March. Police say the 2 had gotten into an argument in an apartment on Manor Parkway, and police say Bowie shot Allen in the back of the head during that fight. He has 2 prior felony convictions, and in this case, Bowie's been charged with murder and criminal possession of a weapon. He'll be due in court today at 9:30. Also today, the Arc of Monroe plans to help people with disabilities access their right to vote. The group will host a voter registration event with the goal being to bring accessibility to folks with disabilities who may want to cast their ballots but are not able to get to the DMV to register. There will also be some information about other accessibility options within Monroe County. That event taking place at the ARC's day service site on Fairport Road. That'll start at 11:30 and run till about 1. So get out there if you can. Now here at 6:53, we're taking another check of your sunrise traffic. An updated view of the 490 area on the west side. Greater Rock Sky Eye camera shows things are looking very nice. Not seeing any accidents there or on 590, 490 clear. Alexander Street at Tracy Street, there is a new accident there, and we're also keeping an eye on State Street around Maury Silver Way. There will be some construction slowing traffic there. Well, turning to some fun news here. It's June. So many folks in upstate and western New York, we're looking forward to the start of strawberry season. But as the local farmers say, it has been a bit of a challenge getting the fruit ready for the year. Well, the reason for this is we checked in with the team at Chase Farms in Fairport. They tell us this constant rain is what's been causing some of the roadblocks. Berry picking season starts in about a week, so they've got to get hustling. But due to the wet spring we've all experienced here in western New York, there's been very few opportunities for these farmers to get out into the field and tend to their crops. They wanted to plant more this year, but just couldn't. On the bright side, though, the Chase family there in Fairport says it's been a good overall year for the strawberries, which are growing, the ones in the ground, because they thrive in cooler weather.
Once the berries are ready, we have to be able to harvest them. So if we're looking at constant rain and weather that people don't want to come out, or we're not even able to get our crew out because it's that rainy, it'll be difficult.
What I'm hoping is that these rain showers move out of here and we get into more summer-like weather.
The team says they have been treating the berries that they pick at night. That's usually the best time when they can line that up with the weather. And they also say the farm is going to be open during the day. They'll keep it open even if there's a light rain shower, but fingers crossed, maybe toes too, that the downpours will hold off until the season comes to an end. So, James, you have some guaranteed viewers there of your forecast. Okay. They watch very closely to see what they can do or what they can't do out in the fields. Our farmers working very hard.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, farmers always need to know what the weather is, as they live and die by the weather.
That is true.
During growing season, super important there. Yeah. We have a little bit of a haze overhead, Michaela. You can see that over News 8 studios.
I did. I thought that was clouds at first.
No, I think it's probably wildfire smoke would be my guess here, as we really should be having completely clear blue skies thanks to high pressure. So that might stick around the next couple of days. Let's watch out for that, but otherwise we have no impactful weather, no chance for rain. Highs today, upper 60s and low 70s. There will be a lake breeze, so location important here further south. You got low 70s along Lake Ontario. You're stuck in the 60s. But a strong southwest flow will push those numbers up. 80s for you tomorrow, and then mid-80s as we get into Wednesday. Hazy, hot, humid there. And then the storms roll through. And that's going to pull numbers back down going into Thursday and toward the weekend there. So just a couple of days that we have to deal with the real summer heat, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then that number comes back down to reality to finish off the week.
Yeah, humid storms there. I'm crossing my fingers again for a clear weekend, a fully clear weekend. It's been a while.
You're going to have to cross your toes as well.
I'll do my best. Thank you so much, James. Thank you for watching News 8 at Sunrise for the start of your week. Your next update is in 30 minutes, and stay tuned for CBS Mornings. Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.